Hey, we're back. Thanks to George for the raid.
Hey, Raiders.
Yeah.
Welcome. Raiders. We took a little dinner break, and we're back. We're back. Does anybody want to give a little bit of a recap for people coming in with the raid? I suggest the person who wrote all the notes.
Oh, okay.
So Chris?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Chris.
I mean, I do have all the notes.
All right. So we have quite the grouping of adventurers. We have Batul, which is an orc brawler, Jarek Vex, a human fighter, Larry and Spellweaver, which I think I missed this part. Are you an elf wizard?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, excellent.
A buff elf wizard.
A buff,
Very
elf
buff.
wizard.
Yes.
Very buff, very
belf.
smart.
Some would say.
Nope.
Yeah.
You would say, yeah.
I would say that, yeah. And then Ogden, which is a Gripply gunslinger. We were told that this community of chokers needed assistance at the Red Redoubt. And yeah, I don't know if I'm saying this right. Anyway, it's basically a bunch of abandoned, it's a big abandoned area where we, what is this, a forge?
We're
going to a forge? Okay,
Tower
it's a
that they
tower.
just discovered this area in. Jeez, take better notes.
Guys. Anyway, so we have an objective to deactivate a power source there. Keep an eye out for any academic significance for the Pathfinder Society, and eliminate any threats for the choker community, because they are just trying to live in peace in the lower levels. So we've gone down into some lower levels and we are fighting. I don't think we ever figured out. We made a quote unquote friend, which is a robot that thinks we're robots. So I feel like as soon as it doesn't, as soon as it realizes we're not, it's gonna try and end us. But
probably.
Right now we're quote unquote friends. And yeah, we just got done with a good chunk of the battle. There's one guy left, and he seemingly surrendered before the break.
Let's go to the map.
Go to that map.
Boom.
Yeah. So atop of the catwalk here, this creature is just down on its knees, holding his hands up, and has dropped all weapons to the side. Shoulder still flaming.
Shoulder still. Can we zoom in real quick on this thing so for anyone that's new can see it?
Huzzah!
Whoa!
Yeah.
Look at that guy. He's a cool little guy.
Yeah. And the last time we tried to communicate, we did not seem to have a common language, and they just started the attack. So.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and thank you to Batul.
What?
For the donation.
Oh, right.
What?
Awesome.
Batul. Thanks, Batul.
I wonder who that was.
Was it?
I don't know.
Was that donation gold?
Yeah.
No, 20 American dollars.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Exchange rate hopefully isn't too bad.
No, it's terrible now.
Yeah,
No
probably.
Yeah, no reason.
Yeah. All right. So if we're still, I mean, I don't know what people are planning to do, but I think we were up to, whose turn was it? Larian's?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like.
Yeah. Larian went ahead and came back up the stairs next to this guy who seemingly just surrendered, and not wanting to risk singeing his cloak or setting his boots on fire, decides not to try and push the flaming hammer away from him. But he keeps a close eye and is ready to attack if he tries to go for it again. And he looks up to see if Batul still has that rage in her eyes and if she's going to be charging over here or not, if he needs to dive out of the way so he doesn't get pinned to the wall.
Oh, she's looking pretty upset. So, she's trying to do those breathing techniques a la Ed Norton in Hulk.
Ooh,
Try and calm herself.
Are we staying in combat order, or what's going on here, Chris?
Well, it depends on what Larian wants to do.
Larian's just standing ready. He's not going to attack this fellow.
But we can't talk.
He is... I think he's neutral good, is what my alignment is. So he's definitely not going to just murder this man for the point of murdering him. So, but he also wasn't sure how to try and communicate with him. So he's just going to kind of let the rest of the group take stock of the situation, make it a group decision on what we're going to do with this guy. So he's just going to stand ready.
Okay. Yeah. So Ogden, you are up next. If you want to do anything.
I'm down to diffuse the situation as much as possible. So Ogden kind of just points the gun down. And I'll pass.
A bad tool.
Here we
How
go.
big is this guy?
He's a medium creature, so probably like 4.5, 5 feet maybe.
Okay. She's 6'4", so she comes right up to him and gets super, super close, in his space. And she's just like I said, trying those breathing techniques to calm down, but it's coming out as a growl, and she's just growling and looking down at him. But she's trying not to punch, but man, she wants to.
Okay. All right, and then with that, it's Jarek's turn.
He's gonna see the creature. You said he put his hands up or his weapons down or something like that, right?
Dropped everything down on his knees, holding his arms up
Yeah, he's gonna put
handcuffed.
his weapons back and just kind of see what the rest of the party does. Might have to pull it out again. We're gonna find out here shortly.
So after a quiet moment, he's going to kind of look around at everybody and see that everybody is not continuing the fight, and he is going to try to make his way down the stairs if everybody will let him.
Jarek is gonna say, "Hey, little man, can you understand what he's saying?"
He speaks in whatever language it is, but I don't think that you know it.
No, I'm talking to the robot man.
Oh, okay. This unit is malfunctioning. It is rambling and incoherent. It must be eliminated.
Well, I don't know about that. They surrendered. Seems kind of bad to kill a surrendered enemy.
Processing. This unit may be repaired at the repair station.
All right. Well,
Batul doesn't let this guy walk away freely. He goes to stand up, and she puts her arm out and prevents him from standing. And
he
she's
burns you?
No. What?
and he burns
I
you.
said, and he burns you because he's on fire.
Oh yeah. There's a little bit of a singe happening, but she's pissed.
So he just puts his hands over his head.
We can't understand what he's saying, so I don't know what we're gonna do.
I think Larian's gonna gesture for him to stand and walk over and stand against the wall so he can get out of Tigo's way, because Tigo's gonna need to come up those stairs to get around to the doors because it looks like the doors are on the catwalk level. Is that right, Chris?
Yes.
So he's just gonna have the guy get out of the way, come maybe stand over in this alcove that he was working in before so that Tigo can get past. And then he's just going to kind of look at you guys and be like, should we try and restrain him or just bring him with us?
I'm almost tempted to see where he goes. And just
Like
see
letting
where
him walk
he's...
freely.
Yeah, where's he heading? Because, like, we came in one way. This is the only direction he can really go, right? We can kind of see what
Yeah?
they're up to.
While they're conversing about that, I go to that cylinder that they were fighting over earlier and pick it up.
Okay. That is a thing that you can do.
I just want to inspect it, but I have no knowledge on it, so I'm just like, I wonder why this was important.
Okay. Yeah, let me find the information on that. Because I just had it. But yeah, if you guys are going to let him go, he's going to make his way over to the southeast corner where the wall's busted out and try to begin to cross that bridge.
I'm not gonna like let him get too far. Like I'm following him. Like
Okay.
very closely.
Yeah, and he like senses your presence. It's almost like he's trying to pretend that you're not there, so he's brave enough to try to leave, but also paranoid enough to keep an eye on you. Not that he could do anything if you decided to attack him.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to read about this device that you picked up. Somebody do an ad read.
Hey, go to patreon.com/Adventure Awaits Podcast. We've got a Patreon. We've got content coming this week on Patreon. We're debrief of the last adventure that we just finished that I still need to edit for the last episode. FYI, if you were waiting for that podcast episode, it's going to be late.
Okay, I think just looking at it, Jarek, you would know it's some kind of tech device, but you don't know what it is.
All right. Well, he knows he knows a very smart man close by, so he's
Two
gonna
now.
walk over. Oh yeah, two now. You fellas know what this thing is? Oh, Larian has walked away. I just realized. So I'm right next to the Gripply man. You know what this thing is, little man?
Let me take a look at it.
He hands it over, and it's like the size of you.
Is it?
I
How
don't
big
know.
is this thing?
Yeah, how big is this thing?
I mean, this is probably like the size of a large brick.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Okay. Well, I mean, I could use my bardic knowledge. That's a 20.
Okay.
A 20 to whatever the relevant skill would be.
I'm going to say then with a 20 that you can identify this as some sort of battery, and not just like a power source. I don't know how much you would know about technology, but given your bardic knowledge, the stories that you've heard, this seems like some sort of unique, strange device that will supply electrical power. It holds within it the power of lightning. Maybe one way you describe it.
Yeah.
Seem
I
important.
tell him that. Let me tell you something. I see a lot of things. This is new.
Oh,
I've only heard of this.
all right. You want me to hold on to it, or you want to hold on to it?
Larian looks down over at you guys to see what's taking you so long and sees you messing with it and says, "Hey guys, just bring it with us. We got to get going."
Gosh. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. You hold on to it.
How heavy is it?
I think it's only a few pounds.
All
Yeah,
right.
I think it's only
On Hero
5.
Labs, it doesn't give me the option for a few pounds.
Well,
a
then
few
we'll
would
just
be
go
2 to
with-
3.
Custom gear.
Oh, I am sorry. It is 1 pound.
£1, baby.
1 pound, baby. And you said
So-
it was a battery?
Yes.
Battery in quotation marks.
A brick containing the power of lightning.
All right. I start walking. I put it in my bag,
Okay.
and start walking up the stairs in a second.
At this point, you see the creature try to make its way across these boards here in the corner. And from there, I'll reveal a little bit more so you can see what is going on here. I will not because... Come on, roll 20.
Let us
It's
roll.
like-
20.
It's like, come on, GM. Don't blame me for your stupid... Yep, it was me. So, yeah. So from this point, this creature's trying to make its way across the boards, if you're allowing it, to this outside platform. And from this outside platform, you see that this opens up into a very large cylindrical room, hundreds of feet tall. You are more towards the bottom third of this. And as you peer into this room, you see that there's dozens of cables, there's pipes, there's bridges. They extend to other chambers that are similar to the one that you are leaving now. Presumably, there's just gobs of these rooms all around this outer cylinder wall. And then you see these, chains and wires and stuff that are connected to other bridges on various levels. If you look up, you see that there seems to be some fire creatures just moving across these bridges to and fro, going about whatever business they have going on here. But yeah, you're just in this massive room. I will actually reveal to the bottom right of the map kind of an overview of what you see.
Whoa.
Okay.
Okay, I see what's happening here.
Okay.
Aw.
So yeah, that is what you see. Various levels you see these bridges and whatnot. And if you'll allow him to leave, he begins to make his way to one of these random bridges and starts to scurry off towards another one of these similar rooms that you are just leaving.
So we follow.
I mean,
him, or
I'm
what?
not planning on letting him out of my sight. So, unless told otherwise, Batul's going to follow very closely behind him the whole way.
Okay.
Oh, there she goes.
Yep.
Hey guys,
Following behind.
how did I get ahead of Larian?
Don't know.
Whoa, look at him.
Yeah, Larian's like, I'm not going to try and get across the board bridge. I'm going to see what's through the door. Suspecting that the door is literally where we're going to be anyways, so.
Yeah, so you open it up, and then you also see that it's this. You see Batul and everybody else on the other side. Which
The
seems
door
to be
hits
happening.
somebody and knocks them off of the walkway.
Hopefully, it opens side to side.
Nope.
Oh, and I should note, on this overview map, this structure that you see here in the center of the cylinder is actually different from all of the other structures that you kind of see, like these bridges that are suspended by cables and stuff. That's all throughout, the lower third to the middle to the upper third, but smack dab in the center of the shaft, you see these more permanent bridge structures that you can use to get to what seems to be a central hub in the middle of the cylinder.
Okay.
But you can see, judging by the close-up map, that it's going to be a bit precarious to walk over and make your way there, because the overhead map kind of lies that it's just a nice, solid, easy path.
Got it.
So this is a crappy turd bridge, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean it's in disrepair, like you see where your current location is, all the way across.
All right.
Cool. Is Tigo going to cross with everyone across the rickety bridge or come up to the door?
Yeah, I believe he doesn't like disorder, and he will utilize the doorways as they're intended to be.
Good, good. Because Larian was totally going to call him out if he tried to take the shortcut.
This director robot is malfunctioning.
All right. Well, I guess should we just follow him and see if he takes us anywhere interesting, or should we just stick with Tigo and continue on towards the forge? Or should we just drag this guy along to the forge with us?
This is a diversion. We must proceed to the main control room.
Larian turns and says, not it for keeping him in control. I'm not burning my hands on his flames if we bring him with.
I mean, realistically, like, Ogden doesn't care if he goes. They attacked us first. We were defending ourselves.
Yeah.
So, like, if they're going to keep attacking us, they're going to keep getting shot at. I don't know. Like, once he surrendered, he's like, okay, he's not a threat anymore. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Again, unless the rest of her team says out loud, like, hey, don't worry about him, like, she's gonna keep just following him.
Okay.
Hey, just let him go. We'll get to him later. And he gives a wink.
She stops and looks at, why am I blanking on his name?
Jarek.
Jarek. And she just kind of grumbles like, oh.
Yeah.
Fine.
Come on, let's go.
And then so she begrudgingly lets him leave.
Okay.
And
And you see
follow
him.
Tigo.
You see him kind of rush off and like join up with like other similar creatures of his kind on a rickety bridge elsewhere, and just kind of, and he seems to be in an absolute hurry to get away from Batul as possible. So as you cross this massive bridge, eventually you come to a door on the other side, which I will reveal and subsequently move you to. You guys can determine like turn order or however you're arranging your party.
Yeah, this map kind of blows.
Yeah, 100%. I
Why
swear.
didn't they make the map better?
Why isn't it, multiple maps?
That too.
Okay. Everybody has moved.
Someone worked hard on this, okay?
We love your map. It's just my brain is broken.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
So once you get to the other side of this precarious bridge, it's been obviously repaired haphazardly with boards and metal and stuff. All the while you're making your way across, you can kind of feel that this whole cylinder room is like a lot warmer than the other rooms that you've been in. You're peering up, you're peering down. It's quite a bit of a fall down. However, there's much more space above. And you come to these big double doors at the end of this bridge. And you are, if you refer to the overhead map, in this center, like, cylinder area now.
Okay. All right. Well, only one way to go. How do I open this door? He looks around.
I don't know if you learned from the previous door, but
Nope.
I'll let you. It's the same as the other
boys.
doors.
Hey, little men.
Ogden's gonna cast his open close spell. So he does like a little finger gun at the button that releases the thing. And that's how he opens the door.
Okay. Yeah. It opens, and inside you see a smaller room.
See a smaller room?
Yeah. Actually, a very smaller room.
That's my kind of room. Because Grippleys are small.
I get it.
There
'cause
we
you're
go.
small.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa, this is a small room. This is a crazy small room compared to every other room we've been in.
If I was going to describe this room, I would say crazy small.
Crazy Small's my middle name.
So Ogden opens it with a spell. Jarek steps into this smallish room. It's about, what is this, 15 by 20-ish. It's a hexagon shape. And on the other side to the south, there's two more double doors. Yeah, that's what you see. What does everybody...
Hey, Larian, just see me open that door?
Larian looks at you for a second, kind of cocks his head up to think, and he goes, "It was expertly done, my friend."
Yeah, it was really fucking cool, man. He's like chewing gum at all times. But
Thank you.
Gum has business.
And Larian gives you a little like pat on the back as he steps forward towards the door to go in the room.
Okay, before Larian does that, there's a sudden hiss of like compressed air.
Oh.
And the room...
Excuse me?
The room begins to fill up with like a white like aerosol powder.
Okay.
And I'm going to need,
Guys,
since
something's happening.
Jarek's the only one in there, I'm going to need you to make a reflex save.
Oh, I'm really good at that, though. It would help if I had
Never
my
mind.
character sheet up.
Don't do that. I need you to make a fortitude save.
I'm even better than that.
Okay.
Wait, what is it? What is it really?
Fortitude.
What's your will save?
It's so high. But I rolled pretty low. So we're going to go with a 13 fortitude.
Okay.
I
That
feel
is
a fail.
insufficient.
Yeah.
That is insufficient. You,
Guys, something's happening.
Yeah, totally appropriate. You are hacking and coughing. This is basically like a very, it's basically a fire extinguisher. And
that's
your
fine.
lungs are filled with this chemical. You will be sickened for 5 minutes.
What?
Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
Guys, I got something in my mouth.
Close your mouth.
Jarek, I'm pretty sure we had that talk that you shouldn't eat everything on our adventures.
I didn't eat nothing. It just right there. There's some gas coming from something. I don't know where it was from. Or compressed air is what I meant to say.
Does it,
The inside wind.
Does it seem like this is a repeating trap, or is this something that happens when you walk in there?
It seems it could potentially repeat, but you don't know how.
Oh, okay. Well, with the doors open, Augie's gonna throw another open. He's gonna cast open again at the doors across from him. If they are unlocked, he's gonna throw another finger guns up and try and open the doors across from us.
Okay. Did not appear to be unlocked. So once again, you have impressed Larian. I don't know. Maybe you haven't. And so I will give you a little bit of a glimpse into the room.
Yeah, Jarek wants to get out of this room as soon as possible. And heads out.
Okay, so Jarek, you move in. As you're moving in, the cloud of particulate matter and whatever begins to settle on the floor. And maybe you didn't notice it before, but as you first walk into the room, the floor was kind of sticky. I don't know if you put two and two together here,
Nope.
but it seems like the residue was always there covering the floor. So you step into this room. You see that the door that you entered from is a ground level entrance to a very massive 50-foot tall chamber.
Whoa.
The floor slopes slightly downward to the south, scored by channels that run from a wide, shallow pit to a 6 slate gray rings that hang like portals along the room's curved northern wall. I'm going to go ahead and reveal this before I finish reading.
Oh my. I gotta zoom out. Holy shit. Guys, this room is massive.
From the center of the pit rises a short sky metal dais supporting a gigantic freestanding elliptical ring. The 6 rings on the wall to the north bristle with haphazard augmentations, wires, parts harvested from robots, and other components. And then you are standing next to a console, 2 consoles covered in buttons, switches, flashing lights. They seem to be running, and there's 2 smaller panels that glow on the wall behind it. Like, here-ish. I can't. My ping button's gone. Boom.
Guys, there's shit in this room. I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, after giving the small room time to hopefully air out, Batul just like hurriedly walks through into the room that
You
Jarek's
immediately cross from one side to the other
Yeah.
as fast as possible.
Yeah.
As you do that, the room again fills with this dust.
Okay.
And it takes a moment to settle.
Do I
Oh,
have
to the
sit?
Raiders, I've been rolling this extra life D20 for my my rolls.
Take
I
that,
mentioned it earlier.
Raiders.
Yeah, the Oakland Raiders.
Very nice.
Yeah, I think Augie's gonna do the same thing. Run right across once the room's cleared out a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, and moments after you step beyond the threshold to the southern door, it again fills and
Larian's waiting for Tigo.
okay. Yeah, Tigo marches forward and says, excellent. We have almost arrived at the main control room. You have done sufficient.
Thanks. Do you know what the gas or mist is in this room that keeps going off whenever my friends travel through it?
Accessing. Memory banks. Accessing. Access. I do not recall what's missed. However, judging from the structure of this room, this seems to be more of an airlock, separating the outside cylinder from the inner control room mechanism. Possibly a safety point.
Okay. Is the contaminant hazardous as far as you know?
Analyzing. And he moves over to the door and like stretches out like whatever tentacle or device that he might analyze the substance with. And you see him hold it up to his ocular receptors. And this substance is a flame retardant substance, useful for putting out uncontrolled fires.
Oh, interesting.
Batul kind of hears this and she's like, huh, should have thrown that little fire guy in here.
Oh man,
That would have been pretty funny. Not gonna lie.
So Larian's like, I don't suppose you could deactivate it so we could cross without it discharging.
One moment. Analyzing. The control mechanism does not seem to be easily accessible. However, I feel like we can make it across in sufficient time before the trap is enabled again.
All right, fair enough. Thanks, Tigo. And then he literally just runs right through as fast as he can.
So yeah, you move through, and then before like the room is even cleared of the dust, he just comes out almost like a ghostly apparition into the larger room.
So creepy. With him walking out like that. Did we blow him up for anyone that may not have seen him?
Oh.
Like his full body?
Oh, I
Full
will.
body.
I don't know if you got it.
Like,
You
yeah,
want
he's
full body?
You gotta see a full body shot.
full
This
body
guy.
apparition. So now
Now imagine this
this
thing
but
coming
on
out of a
this-
white mist.
This, Chris, what's going on?
I'm looking for my full body.
We're waiting for the full body to happen.
Here's the full body.
There it is. Now
There it
imagine the
is.
red guy
Ooh, yeah.
on this guy. That's what he looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna probably
Yeah.
fight him. I know it.
He doesn't look like a friendly robot.
He's not a friendly little man.
I know we're judging a robot by its cover, but like,
Jarek has no idea what any of this shit is, so he's just gonna sit on this little like ledge here and just wait for someone to say something that he can hit or something. Sure.
He just over there like going.
Yeah, he's also sick, so he's taking a little bit of a rest. For what did you say? 5 minutes?
Yeah.
it's 5 minute sickness.
He waits 5 minutes exactly.
Yep. So someone else
Yeah.
make knowledge checks on this thing, this area.
Batul kind of remembers, like, as a kid having a toy that looked like this. Like, just with buttons and stuff and, like, levers, but she never really understood the toy either. So yeah, she just kind of stands there and waits, and looks to her trusted, smart, froggy friend.
Froggy friend.
Well, for her, like, he's very smart still.
Yeah.
True.
Ogden looks this stuff up and down, has no idea what he's looking at. But like, just through sheer force of will and grit or whatever, he's like, I could probably figure this out if I look at it long enough. So he just kind of does like a slow stroll, walking up and down by the control panels, trying to take in and see if he can figure out anything about what this machine is.
Okay. So where are you? You're checking out like the entire room, or just passing by the control panels? What are you?
Yeah, he's like looking at these things, like just kind of strolling back and forth between them, casually looking over stuff, like he knows what he's doing, even though he's like, I don't know.
Larian's gonna make a knowledge arcana check, and I got a 17.
Okay. With 17.
I know how bad you rolled.
Yep.
So it seems to you, I would say, with an Arcana check, even though this is technological, these devices to the north and the south, the larger one to the south, can be some sort of portals, like
Oh,
like
well,
gateways
yeah, that
to
totally
other-
makes sense.
to other dimensions or whatever.
Okay.
The grooves in the floor still kind of escape you what that's all about. But yeah, there's definitely some sort of like dimension, something going on here.
So- Yeah, Larian's just gonna tell the team that that device seems to be some sort of dimensional gateway of some sort, but he has no idea where to or what the possible use was for.
And then
Oh.
what was so? Alex, you were looking to kind of see what the panels are doing.
Yeah, I rolled just my bardic knowledge, so this is with a +1, but I have a 16 in total.
Okay. Yeah, I don't. Again, tales from across the land. You're able to kind of figure out what this is, even though you probably don't use a lot of technology. So yeah, corroborating what you were just told by Larian, you see that these control consoles are here. They're in very bad state, but they are still functioning, and it seems to be the method by which you can operate these portals. What you open them to, you don't know. Oh, you do also note, like, examining the consoles, there seems to be like a display of indicator lights. There seems to be 6. You kind of correspond that this is the 6 portals that you see on the northern wall, and the third one over seems to be flashing red, like it has some sort of problem. The other ones all have like green status.
Mm.
Oh, okay. So yeah, Ogden is like, he's like examining these. He's looking them up and down. He starts talking through any kind of old BS that he can regurgitate that he's heard over the years. And so he's like using descriptive words like, "This is a button." And like, this right here is the screen, I believe. Like it's like very basic descriptions of what it is. Like just barely understands anything about this. Now right here you can see the readout is red. Red things are bad. Just
I am red.
Something's not right here.
I don't know. I kind of like a good tomato.
I like that you started talking just like Augie.
Yeah.
That happens all the time you play a gruff character. Their voice melds into any other like gruff character's voice.
It's true.
So yeah, you guys are checking things out, and Tigo begins to like move into the room, kind of squeeze behind you, and is taking an overall look at this. And he moves to the portals along the northern wall, and he notes, analyzing. These portals have been irresponsibly powered. If activated in this state, the portals would likely explode. Processing.
Sounds bad.
Processing. Maintenance robots. You are instructed to stabilize the portals, while I interface with the control console to try to discover what other issues are present in the forge.
How smart do we have to be to do this?
Well, you
Well-
are... It's robots.
They said it's improperly powered, and we just found a battery.
Fair enough.
Wow.
So
The tool did not realize that happened.
well, yeah, it's just me and Jarek that know about the battery.
Right.
Mhm.
Will this help? He hands it over to the Ripley. Do you see where it could possibly be inserted into something?
I have no earthly idea, but
Um,
we could figure it out.
I know shapes. That's something I can help
Yes.
with. I look for a
Good
shape similar to this device that I found.
So, yeah, you're looking around for the shapes. And
Goes in the
while...
square hole.
I love that. I love that video. Sorry, I'm looking for something. As you're examining the portals, trying to find a place to place this device, you notice that on each of the portals there seems to be 6 lights that kind of go around, starting from the left and in an arc around to the right. It seems that 2 of the lights on each portal are already lit up. The other 2 seem to be dim. And then I'm trying to see where, if any place, you can put it in your butt.
Yeah, right in the butt.
All right, Jarek. You're gonna have to put this battery in your butt.
Oh no.
Oh,
It's
man.
the only way.
Do I have to?
Yeah, you're looking through all of these things. You see it just looks like somebody grabbed whatever spare parts that they had in order to get this thing to function. And so you see a number of batteries that don't really fit, that have been wired in haphazardly. And you could probably remove one of those and slot this thing in.
Who had that realization?
Not me. that's for sure.
I would say that you, Ogden,
Okay.
since you're the one who seems to be most familiar with this sort of thing. You put the
He keeps
doohickey
saying
in
how he has no idea what's happening, but he's
Yeah.
happy to look at stuff.
Figuring it out.
Yeah.
Just for reference, Chris, where are the batteries at that we've seen haphazardly? Are they around each portal individually? Are they at the consoles?
Each portal it has the power.
Okay.
Like, and it's just like, whereas once maybe this was all clean and sleek looking, like, you know, things have been busted open, wires are protruding from these archways, these frames, whatever had to be done to get them powered. It looks like it was done.
Okay.
So, one thing I know about portals, the only place I've heard portal from is something usually comes through. So, if we power this stupid thing on, we expecting a fight from something or what?
I mean, it's possible.
All right, I'm gonna go get ready. You guys, I'm going in front of the portal and ready to fight anything that comes through.
While they're like trying to figure that out, Batul kind of, I mean, I guess for her, sheepishly goes over to Larian and is like, "You got any feel good stuff in your bag of tricks?" Because she took a lot of damage, guys.
Oh,
She's
did you?
not doing well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Larian's like, of course. And he puts his hand on your arm and says, do you want something curing or do you want something to make you not care as much about the pain?
I don't really care much about it right now, but I guess a cure would be nice.
All right, so Larian's going to hand you a potion of cure light wounds.
Oh, so nice.
Also, I think you have like 3 potions of cure moderate wounds.
Where? Because I have not been
It'd be
able
in
to
your
see.
inventory.
I don't see that in what was emailed to me. So I don't know that I have my special abilities, stats, things like that, but I'm not seeing my inventory. I guess if I do have that, I won't take your cure light.
You have
Maybe
3. You have 3 cure moderate wound potions.
How
Okay.
many are you down?
So she like, I mean, about half. I'm down 24 points.
What is that? 3d8?
Yeah. For the mod?
Is my memory good? What do you guys think?
No.
Well, cure light wounds 1d8, so maybe.
Yeah, cure moderate.
2d8 damage
2d8.
plus 1 per level.
And potions are you
Caster
choose the
level
minimum.
3rd.
So it's 2d8 plus 1, I believe. Or no.
It'd be the caster level for a 3rd level caster.
Right. So plus 3.
Okay, 2d8 plus 3 is for one of those bottles.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, she asks for that, thinking like maybe you'd have something a little stronger than what she's got. And then she sees what you yeah, well, and then she sees like what you offer up and she's like, I appreciate it, but actually I got something. Like, so she lets you keep it, but she does appreciate it. But yeah, she go ahead and take that.
Larian has it in his hand, like he's already taken it out of his backpack, and as you say that, he goes, all right, and he pops the lid and drinks it himself because he's gotten hurt anyway, so he's like, may as well.
Nice.
I didn't get hit once.
Well, lucky you.
I got chainsawed, Jarek, so...
Chainsaws, not great.
Not great
No.
for the
Pretty
skin.
good. I got 18.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Nice.
18. You rolled
Yeah.
really high.
2d8 plus 3.
Yeah, she got an 8 on one of her die.
I mean,
Holy-
I was rolling so bad during the fight, I might as well roll well
Right?
outside of it.
a 7 and an 8. Damn, that's awesome on 2d8. Damn. Holy shit. All right.
What's
Varric's
oops.
got his 2 weapons out, ready to go.
What's the plus on this?
+1.
+1.
For the
A
light.
level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Okay, so that'd be +3 for me as well.
+1.
Oh, just +1. Okay.
Yeah, because cure minor wounds is a level 1 spell. So it's
Yeah.
caster level 1, so the bonus is 1.
Gotcha. Makes most sense. How do I put the slash in the right spot?
Yeah, you gotta put it in the right spot. And 1d8 equals 1?
You know, what do you want from me? Math and stuff?
Just good math and good typing. That's all we want from you.
Ah, that sucks.
Sucks.
Ugh.
That
May as well have
sucks so
not
hard.
taken it.
Minimum 2 damage.
How much are you down?
Not quite half.
But a good chunk. Okay. How's the rest of the team? Real quick, while we're talking.
good.
about
Didn't get
this.
hit.
Didn't get hit
Didn't-
once.
Okay. So like, yeah, she sees it like she's kind of treating this as if like y'all like we're taking shots, you know. Like it's yeah. And then she sees that like that didn't really have much impact, and she's like, "Here, bud, I gotcha." Like she gives you one of hers.
So you're down to one of those?
Oh. Thanks.
Oh, I roll it for him.
No.
Okay.
I was just saying you're down to 1 left, right? You had 3.
Yeah, one left.
Oh, that's way better.
Damn!
I got an 8 in my roll
Another
too.
one.
Heck
Oh,
yeah.
there we
Hey.
go.
Exact same roll that Des did.
That's awesome. 7 and an 8 plus 3.
He's got good cure moderate potions.
But
Hell
like
yeah.
both of us, I don't think we're doing as much damage in the fight as what we would have liked. So, like,
True.
this is how it balances it out.
All
All
right.
right, I'm back to full health now. Thank you.
So now what?
Did anybody attach that battery, or are you still holding that?
I'm still holding it.
Okay.
Because we got distracted talking about health stuff. So Ogden walks over to one of those shoddily fastened batteries, and he like specifically posts himself up close to Larian, so he can seem smart in front of his fellow smart guy. And he's looking over everything, and he's like, "Well, the way I see it, we got all these old crappy batteries. Maybe if we plug in a fresh new battery, those red lines will go away."
Larian nods and says, "Clever thinking, friend." And then
That's
Chris
just
is
the
it?
working theory.
Yeah. Is it at all obvious which of the batteries might like? Is there any sort of like indicator on the battery that it's got like a charge level, or maybe one looks like it's damaged more than the others? So we're not playing
well-
hot swap battery down the whole line.
So I'm going to go ahead and put this delightful icon over this portal because this one is not functioning. It's completely destroyed. That was the one that was indicated by the green or the red light on the panel that Ogden.
Yeah. These are the third one.
As far as everything else, I mean, there's no real indicator which one's bad. But I mean, it's just like an accident waiting to happen, like all of these portals. So taking any one of them out would probably be better than leaving them in.
All right. So Larian gestures towards the portal in front of us that corresponded to the red light, and he's like, "Flip a coin, my friend. It's one of these two, I'd imagine."
Oof. I mean, I don't feel like this is an expertise for a frogman. But sure, I guess if there's a way that Ogden can do this, can he swap out batteries?
I mean, you seem to have that bardic knowledge on tap.
I don't even know what kind of knowledge would it be? Knowledge battery?
Probably in
Techno-
Engineering?
Yeah.
Inty?
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
know that.
baby. So again, Ogden kind of like furrows his brow when Larian says that because he's like, "Oh, I guess I'm gonna have to actually do this." So he like furrows his brow and then he just kind of like, "All right, let's figure it out." So he like leans in, he starts looking at all the batteries. And let's see about some knowledge. Man, my bardic knowledge rolls have not been bad. It's a 17 on the die, 18 total.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you're not an expert in this, but you kind of like jury rig something, and maybe you feel like a little uncertain about it, but you plug it in, and after a tense moment, you see that portal jumps from two indicator lights to 4 indicator lights.
You said there's
Yeah.
a total of 6?
Yes.
Okay.
He looks at it. He looks back at his two friends that are watching him. He kind of like has like an excited look on his face, like
Larian's like,
that's
well
something."
done. Well done. He gives you a little pat on the shoulder and says, good job. And then he stands up because he's kind of hunched over watching you do it. And he goes, it would seem we need one more of these power brick devices.
Shit.
And then,
Oh, go ahead.
and then he kind of like does a quick look around the room to see if maybe there isn't one laying around somewhere, and then turns to the rest of the team. Shh, we may need to go and find another.
Hide and go seek. We can hide and go seek.
Yep.
We can do a
Batul starts
perception
like
check.
patting herself down. Like, did I
Did I grab one?
have
Perception
one?
check around the room for this another one, Chris.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
I have a -1. I just realized. So that's a 7. I don't see
Seven.
shit.
-1 perception.
Yeah.
I'll also
Yeah.
take a look.
I rolled a 12 on my perception.
Okay. What did Batul get?
28.
Damn!
Oh, nice. All right. Yeah. So yeah,
Easy.
you are. Yeah, that is insane. Well, I mean, I guess you kind of need to have good perception as a fighter, a brawler.
Yeah?
That's what you think.
You're looking. I don't know. I've never played one before, so I should stop talking. You're looking all over the room. You don't really know what tech is, but you know what this device looks like, and you don't really see anything lying around accessible presently. At that
Okay. moment,
you see the portal that Ogden plugged the battery into begins to spark, shimmer to life, and a portal, it opens, and out down this channel here starts pouring some lava.
Oh, what?
Slowly moves across, but it stays down in this channel in the floor. This is like an indent into the floor.
Oh, okay.
I thought we
And then-
activated the third portal, Chris.
The third one is completely damaged.
Oh,
That's why
okay.
I put the bot over it. Once the lava begins to move in, Tigo speaks up and he says, "A revelation. Maintenance robots. I have discovered our mission. The machine mage, Karamoss, has ordered the destruction of the forge and the entire Red Redoubt. We must enable this plan to continue. Please, complete activating the portals."
What?
I don't like that.
Override codes sent by Mage Karamoss himself. Destroy the entire redoubt. Enable all portals now.
That seems like a bad idea with us in it, don't you think? I'm not a smart man,
seems-
but
It seems that this unit is malfunctioning. Please carry out the orders. Dispose of the malfunctioning unit and continue with portal repair.
You said the orders came in from who?
mage
The machine
man.
mage Karamoss.
Yeah, the guy in the name of the adventure.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Also, Larian takes a look around to see if it registered on his other companions' faces that Tigo just ordered us to kill Jarek and continue repairing the portals.
Jarek has no idea.
The lava begins to inch ever closer, right next to where Jarek is.
Well, he's going to slowly step away.
Okay.
That can't be
Um,
good.
Yeah. Batul, so I assume she saw what you were doing with the battery. And she's like, we should probably take that out, right?
Larian looks over at Tigo and says, I suspect if we attempt to undo what we just fixed, Tigo will not be happy. But also, unless I misheard Tigo, he just told us to kill Jarek and continue repairing the portals because he believes Jarek's malfunctioning because of the last question he asked him. I don't think we can trust Tigo anymore at this point.
I don't like this. I know, it's so bad.
Yeah, this isn't gonna be fun.
No.
I mean, yeah, this isn't ideal.
What is your error? Maintenance robots, please continue with the operation. You must carry out Mage Karamoss's orders. Destroy readouts. Open portals.
Larian kind of steps a little closer to Tigo and says, repair units assessing most efficient way to make repairs. Please stand by. Please stand by. And then he looks back at his friends like, come on, guys. What are we going to do?
Please stand by. She's just trying to blend in at this point.
What the hell's happening?
I think Ogden's just the shoot 'em straight kind of guy, so I think he's kind of gonna be like, Tigo, I don't think we can do that.
Oh dear. Maintenance robots are malfunctioning on a incredible level. Must destroy maintenance robots. Will seek new maintenance robots.
There are no more.
And at that he begins to like stand up taller on all of his six legs or four legs and roll for
What time
initiative.
it is?
Oh no!
Dun, 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 dun.
We
Initiative
knew this day would come. Oh, Chris, before you add anybody to a turn, open
Yes.
a turn order, hit the gear symbol, and hit clear, and then start over. Because otherwise
Okay.
it's going to keep the old initiatives and some of the old enemies on there. There you go.
Okay.
And then
Boom
re-add
sauce.
us. Yes. I had that issue with Ryan the other day.
Thank you. I have lots of issues and didn't need that one. Okay, and then add everybody to turn. There we go.
Cool.
Okay, everybody has.
Am I still sickened?
Ogden, presently. Yours.
Really? It hasn't been, what did you say, 5 minutes?
Oh, you're saying second. Oh, okay. I thought you asked if you were second in turn order. No, you're no
Oh.
longer second.
Okay.
Okay. Ogden doesn't. Did you roll, Ogden? Okay. Go. All right. So that is
Pretty
reverse.
good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Ogden
that
doesn't like to act
Gunslinger's,
second.
initiative.
Yeah, I got a +2. I rolled an 18. I got this die when we were in Philly, Kevin,
Ooh.
Yeah.
and it's been crushing it
Hell yeah.
with my +1 bonus on Bardic knowledge. I've been learning a
where-
lot of stuff.
Where'd you get that from?
Huh?
Where did you get the die?
This is that cat's eye green that we got at the Glass Cannon live event.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Noise.
It's like invisible because of your green screen type thing.
I can see some dots, but yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Well,
yeah, I
that's
see
fun.
it. Yeah,
It's green and white, and
yeah, that's pretty dope.
Nice.
been pretty good.
Okay, so yeah, you see that Tigo takes a defensive or an attack position, and Ogden, you are up first.
Okay, how far away am I? That's my first question. Oh, this is all different. Yeah, a little outside my range increment. So I'm going to.
Didn't you say that you had a thing where you can pull your gun out as you roll initiative?
I don't. Because it says if you have quick draw, then you can do it even faster than draw. But I don't have quick draw.
Gotcha.
So I thought I had that, but I don't. So that makes my turn significantly worse. Ogden's gonna draw his weapon as he the flow of this little channel, is that enough for us to just be able to like walk over it, or do we have to like jump?
Oh, you can step over.
Step over, okay.
Thank
So he's gonna be on the move. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's gonna get over. Oh, that's wrong tool. Gonna get myself over here. Kind of looking up at him. Tigo towering over him. But I'm gonna take a shot. We're gonna go deadly aim. I think we're gonna do Deadeye to target touch AC. Yeah, let's just do that. Deadly aim against touch AC. Here's my attack. Oh no.
Oh no. Misfire?
That's a misfire.
Oh, dang. I don't remember what that means, but I know it's bad.
The first one jams your gun. However, I have an ability called Stranger's Fortune, which says starting at 5th level, a mysterious stranger can ignore a firearm misfire a number of times per day equal to their charisma bonus. So the gun jams, and Ogden gives like a very stern look at the gun and like shakes it one more time and like dislodges the jam.
Nice.
And then he like looks at the camera and like mugs at the camera, breaking the fourth wall. Because he's so cool. So I definitely miss. But no jam on my gun.
Okie dokie. Now it is Batul's turn.
Yes. So Batul, realizing that Tigo, or Tygo, whatever, is wanting us all to perish, she decides to, hey, can you look up that bull rush again, since I didn't get a chance to do it before?
I don't know that
think
you
you
have
have
an
movement.
opportunity to do that right now.
If I have to
don't
what?
Movement.
Well, Tigo's up on a platform. To bull rush, you have to
yeah.
charge,
Yeah, you gotta go to the
which you have to be in a
stairs.
straight line to charge.
Okay. Well, how
And
high up
also,
is
the end of a
platform, pretty
bull
much?
rush, you just push them.
True.
Yeah. Did you
Doesn't
have
do
an
any
ability
damage.
or something? That
No. I'm gonna run up. I'm
Okay.
gonna run as close as I can, I guess, up those stairs. So double movement, right? So yeah, I run all the way up, right at the base of this thing. Can't really do anything else at this point.
Okay, so yeah, you get toe to toe, and it is Jarek's turn.
Jarek, doing the same thing. All right, little man, time for you to go down. Double move all the way up to him.
So yeah, joining your companion, and it is Larian's join.
Larian's gonna move up so that he's up here with our gunslinging friend, and he is going to. What do I want to do?
Time to pull out the big guns, I think.
This is the biggest gun I got.
Let me make sure my big guns won't
have,
kill my companion standing next to the target.
That's true. Yeah, I think you're up to level 3 spells, right?
Yeah.
Dude,
Dog.
haste would go so hard right now.
That's a good idea.
Haste is so fucking good.
Okay, I can
It
cast
does
that
a number
on.
of things. I think it's a like you can cast it on like a bunch of people. I think it
Okay.
is one creature per level within what level 6? Within
Yep. Range
40
25 plus 5 feet.
within 40 feet. I think if I'm doing
Within
my
40
math right.
feet.
No two of which can be 30 feet apart.
Okay.
Duration is 1 round per character level or spell level? Caster level. I bet it's caster level, so it's 6. So this will last 6 rounds.
Okay.
To remind everyone of what haste does, it's crazy OP in this system. When making a full attack action, a hasted creature may make 1 extra attack with 1 natural or manufactured weapon. The attack is made using the creature's full base attack bonus plus any modifiers appropriate to the situation. A hasted creature gains +1 bonus on attack rolls and a dodge bonus to the AC and reflex saves. Any condition that makes you lose your dexterity bonus to armor class also makes you lose the dodge bonuses. Also, the hasted creature's modes of movement increase by 30 feet to a maximum of twice the subject's normal speed. We should have all held our action to wait for him to cast haste. But he's the new guy, so we didn't know he could do this. But yeah, that's a great spell. There's a spell adjustment. Oh wait, you guys aren't using Hero Lab Online, but Alex, you might be able to add it in your.
Yeah, I just added it.
Did you hear what I said about that, Des? The +1 to attack and +1 to AC.
I was definitely reading something, so no.
You get a +1 to attack and a +1 to AC.
Because of haste?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Speaking
Right,
of,
And then if you make a full attack, you can make an extra attack with. It's not at the highest bonus though.
no, the extra attack is at the highest bonus.
Oh. Yes, you're right.
At the end of Eric's turn in round 7, it will end. Hopefully, we're not still here doing this.
Yeah, let's hope it's dead by then.
Okay, so we moved up, cast the spell. It is now Tigo's turn. Tigo is going to full attack. Now, I'm trying to remember this. Can you split attacks between different
I
opponents in a full
believe so.
attack? Okay. The other question I'm looking for, and I think the other question I'm looking for, which is monster rules, full attack. I can do all of my natural attacks with, like, as part of that. So I actually have a set of attacks, comma, with another set of attacks, all of part of melee. So I think I can do all of that with a full attack.
Yeah, I believe so.
And I don't think there's a penalty for multiple attacks in this fashion. I just want to double check though before I do this. If a creature only has 1 type of attack but has multiple attacks per round, that attack is treated as a primary attack regardless of type. You do not receive additional natural attacks for a high base attack bonus Instead, you receive additional attack rolls for multiple limb and body parts capable of making the attack. Don't think I have to do any subtraction from my.
No.
So it'll go ahead and attack Jarek first with one slam.
Okay.
That is a 19
Miss.
against AC. Okay. It will try against Batul with another one. Okay, that is 20.
Yep.
That is a hit.
Did you
Okay,
What?
Yes.
did you add the 1 to your AC?
Yeah.
that is going to be 9 points of bludgeoning damage. And then we will go ahead and roll between two to see who I attack. So 1, 2 is going to be Jarek, and then 3, 4 is Batul. All right, actually, Jarek. So the tentacle comes up.
Oh,
Tentacle comes up and tries to hit.
Tentacle. Hate that.
Tentacle.
I believe that hits with a 30.
Yep.
Ouch.
That hurts a little bit.
Better place. 13 points of damage, plus
Not great.
you're grabbed.
oh,
You son of a bitch.
Oh no, he grabbed you with one of his little crotch tentacles.
Yep. I mean, that's pretty
no.
disgusting. That's where it comes from.
Does that mean grapple?
I saw
is-
the picture. That's what I was immediately drawn to, was the crotch tentacle.
Grabbed means I'm grappled, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Because there's no grabbed condition.
Yeah, that's just what they use in the Universal Monster rules, but it's actually grappled.
Got it. Got it on. Ah, shit,
Okay.
little man, you got me.
Oh, little man. I like how you're still calling him little man.
You know, he's much bigger than you.
This robot's optical receptors are malfunctioning.
Nah, they're great.
Ooh.
And that is.
Oh, never mind.
It is
I thought you were
Ogden's
saying
turn.
that for Tigo. I was like, oh, get its eyes.
So I just got that haste bonus. I got a hang and bang. And luckily, I got 2 shots left in the chamber before it's time to reload. So this little frog guy pulls back the hammer. Pow pow! And 2 shots back to back. I'm going to use that deadly aim. I think I'm going to spend another grit to do my... Oh, come on. Set that. Set the value. I'm going to do my grit to activate Deadeye. So these attacks resolve against... First attack resolves against touch AC. And then I think... Sure, let's spend another point of grit to do focused aim. Alright. And then we're going to full attack. That is a 17 on the first attack and a natural 20 for a 30 on the second
Ooh,
attack.
baby.
oh yeah.
Confirm that critical. Confirm that critical.
That confirms
Rolling
against
to
touch, right?
confirm. It was the second one that was the critical.
Okay.
So only the first one was affected by touch.
Oh, okay.
It is a 22 to confirm.
Well, that's confirmed.
Ooh, that's big
Wow.
damage.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, buddy.
Okay, so this the first attack hits. That's 13 damage in total, and then the second one is a ×4
Oh.
critical. So
Oh,
it's
shit.
12 base damage. So that's 48 damage for that second shot.
Nice.
Okay, hold on to
Damn.
these. Hold on to those numbers. This creature has hardness. So I'm double checking how this works.
Hardness means
The-
it just takes it right off the top like a DR.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So the first one, yeah, I believe so. The creature's takes the damage and then you remove the hardness. Yeah, takes full damage, remove the hardness. Okay. So 13 changes to math.
Yep.
Got it. Okay.
Checks out.
I got it. So let me go ahead and And the second one was 48 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. It seems like he takes an incredible amount of damage from this. I'll just go ahead and behind the screen here. He is vulnerable to critical hits.
Oh.
Oh, buddy.
Nice.
So that is
be so hard.
48, 24 additional points of damage, correct? So that's 48, 68, 72 points of damage.
Holy
Minus
crap.
the hardness.
Yeah,
Minus
take
the
that
hardness.
hardness off. Make sure you get the hardness.
So hard right now.
Wait, he is or you are?
Wait.
I believe it's 64 points of damage, I believe is the correct
Oh
number.
my gosh.
Hey, you're the GM. You can decide.
Yeah, we're going to go with that because I think that's fair. That was an incredibly powerful hit.
And then Ogden looks over at Larian and he's like, whew, whatever you're doing, keep it up.
Oh, he's almost dead, guys.
Oh, nice.
Damn.
Yeah, you must have hit like center mass and like, I don't know what kind of bullets you're loading, but it left a deep hole in that chest.
He found one of the like compromised like panels on his chest or something, so the bullets didn't just hit the outside. Like one of them went right straight into and got some of the insides messed up. So
Oh, the first shot hit like a panel and bent it up,
yep.
which like left just enough of an opening for the second shot to be the critical shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, hell of a hit, Batul. I think you got hit in the full attack. So toe to toe.
Yeah. So I have this special ability called Brawler's Flurry. I'd like to put that to use. I can make a full attack and gain 2 weapon fighting, but with unarmed strike. Closer, monk weapon. Anyway. It has a +4/+4 or slash -1. Does that mean I can attack 3 times in that
Yep.
instance?
You got the extra attack from haste.
Cool. All right, so I'm gonna do that and see how that goes. Okay, that is going to be a 22 to hit on the first,
That is a hit.
an 18 on the second, and then
Uh,
a 16 on the last.
All right, the first one's a hit.
Okay, other 2 not so much. All right. It's fine. At least I'm landing a hit. It just took 3 times. Here it is. 1d8 + 5. Not nearly as strong as Frogman over there. Kind of jealous.
I have a gun.
I know. That is a
You
7.
have fists.
You're punching a
Yeah.
robot. I shot him with a gun.
Ogden, load my fist into your gun.
That is a 7. So yeah, she's just like you said, toe to toe, and just like bam, 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 but like misses twice. Also, you mentioned something about like DR. I do have
Hardness
Brawler's.
That's hardness, not DR.
Okay. All right. Never mind.
And then do you do anything else that was a full attack?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
it was.
stay. Yep. It was
Unless
yeah.
you want
full
to take
attack.
a 5-foot step.
Nah. I'll stay where I am.
Okay. Jarek, you're up.
All right, here we go. I get 5 attacks because of haste.
Jeez.
Oh my gosh.
And I made sure I looked it up right, and yeah, it's going to be 3 at my +11 and 2 at my +6. So,
I also
actually,
just realized-
it's going to be +10 because of my grappled condition. Actually,
Would the +1 for the attack roll have mattered in any of those? Because I just realized I did have that, and I didn't factor it in.
It
It just
I
would have
don't
made
think
it
so.
a 19 or okay. That's
yeah,
fine.
no.
all right. First attack with my keen wakizashi. That's a critical 28 crit
Yep.
to confirm.
He's vulnerable to crits.
Probably not going to confirm with a 16.
No.
So it's regular damage. Damn it. 10 points of piercing and slashing.
Okay. And a little bit of that got through.
13 or 12 to hit.
Miss.
All right, this one's at plus 10. Fuck. 14
Miss.
plus 11. That's a 20.
Oh, just missed.
Wow, this is going way worse than I wanted it to. And 13 on the final.
That's a miss.
Fuck.
You got the
That
one-hit
sucks.
wonders over here.
Yeah, for real.
We're trying our best.
So yeah, he's being grabbed by this thing, and he's just slicing. But either he's hitting, but it's just sliding right off of his hard outer shell, or he's just whiffing completely because of being grappled.
How much of a penalty was that for being grappled to your attack?
Hold on. Oh, it's right here. It is
We got -4 to
2.
dex.
But I got a +1 from haste, so it equals a -1 in total. So that's why it was a +10.
I thought it was like a real steep
Nope,
penalty.
just +2 or -2. -4 to your dex, so my 2-weapon defense is disabled. So my AC also went down another 1.
All right, Larian, you're up.
Kevin, will you double check for
Yes.
me? Because I think if I try and use lightning bolt, I would kill you and
It's a line, I think.
battle. Is it straight line only? It doesn't have a fanning
Straight
effect.
line. Straight line.
All right, I'm going to cast lightning bolt.
Hell yeah, dude. Reflex save.
Reflex.
That's for his character to roll.
Let's see.
And then you do 6d6 of damage.
Nice.
Okay, you can go ahead and roll that while he rolls his reflex.
I got a.
What am I rolling? Sorry.
6d6.
66. Okay. Oh, hey, I can do that over here.
Put this right here instead. Okay.
Boom!
I got a 16 for reflex.
Your DC. What is your DC? Oh, DC
My
18.
DC?
DC
Yeah,
18.
it's DC 18.
That's a fail.
Oh,
you
so
take
I missed it.
full 19 points of electricity damage.
19 points.
Describe your kill.
Oh!
Oh!
Wow.
He's
little
vulnerable to
man.
electricity, which put it over the top.
Oh,
Wow.
So I'm going to use the description of lightning bolt to help me craft this kill. It says you release a powerful stroke of electrical energy that deals the damage. The bolt begins at my fingertips. The bolt sets fire to combustibles and damages objects in its path. It can melt metals with low melting points such as lead, gold, copper, silver, or bronze. If the damage caused to an interposing barrier shatters or breaks through, the bolt continues through it. So I'm imagining I just Emperor Palpatine to this guy to death, and the lightning just bored through his chest and shot out the back of him and hit the wall, and he just flumped over dead.
I will say, I'd like Batul does not realize that that's what happened. In her mind, she landed a few punches. Well, tried. Same with the. Why am I struggling with your
Jarek!
name? Jarek. Oh my gosh! And so like she just thinks it was us that took care of this thing. So like when it falls over, she looks at him and she's like, "High five, dude!"
Oh, yeah, and I sliced your hand off with my sword.
Oh no!
So yeah, Tigo has been slain and like slumps down, and you can kind of see the indicator lights within his 3 eyes. Well, the one was like kind of broken and dangling, hanging out, but the other 2 slowly go out, and he collapses.
Jarek pats his corpse and says, "Good job, little man. You did good."
Oh god. All right,
Oh.
nice.
And Larian turns to Ogden and he says, "Thanks for putting that hole in his chest for my lightning to strike true."
Well, hey, you didn't have too bad of a show in there yourself.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, with that,
Augie reaches out
Abdul-
to do a hand clasp. Sorry.
no, yeah, do your hand clasp, and then Batul like looks over the edge and looks at you guys, and she's like, "Ha, did you see what we did?"
Larian gives Augie a look and then looks over at her and says, "Good job. Yeah, good job."
Yeah, thanks.
And then he leans down to Augie and goes, "Sometimes it's better just to let them think they did more than they did."
Yeah, I get it.
Maybe we stop the lava at this point.
Do we know how?
I'd imagine
Well-
yank the battery back out.
Okay. Does Battle actually say that?
No, that's Des. That
Oh, okay.
wasn't no shit.
Well, she might know enough to Yankee thing, breaky thing.
That's true. Like, I mean,
What
she
about
might be
them
able to
New York
put a little
Yankees?
2 and 2 together.
What was that, Kevin?
Man. I said something about the New York Yankees. I was so
Nah.
upset. He said, like, they're vulnerable to crits. I'm like, that's my whole thing. And I hit once, and it wasn't even a crit because I didn't roll. I couldn't. Oh, I could have re-rolled. I had a. Oh man, god damn it! Son of a bitch. I have a thing called Reliable Strike where I can re-roll any attack roll, critical confirmation, mischance, or damage roll for my chosen weapon. And I didn't do it.
You didn't do it. You ruined it.
Okay, you were grappled by his tentacles, so you were kind of dealing with that.
I'm bummed.
Hey, don't worry, Kevin. We all miss stuff. Like, probably I have on this adventure.
Well, so our original goal was to come down here and power down this place,
Find
right?
out what is
Mhm.
powering, yeah. So I think
Yeah, make it safe for the.
So
the
I
actual
feel like
power
we could just
source. Yeah.
take some of these batteries and that accomplishes that mission, right?
Pretty much.
Yep.
We drop him into the lava.
I mean, recover. I mean, it's going to be considered significant knowledge.
That's true.
Yeah, we should take them back and give them to the research lady so that they can study them and maybe they can figure out how to make more of
Her
them.
name, that's for sure.
Mm.
No.
All
So-
right, well, who's
Given
gonna
the
go-
fact that we don't really have like a huge scope of this place or whatever, it's just a bunch of walkways and stuff. Do we feel like there's anything else that can be explored down here, or are we done?
That's a question for Chris, I assume.
I mean, I guess you would have to decipher from what Tigo told you that this is kind of like the main hub of everything, the center brain of the entire operation. So there might be other things in those other rooms, but they're all similar to like the scrap heap that you did enter when you fought the creatures, the fire creatures. So there could be things of value, but a lot of it's just going to be like junk and stuff. It might take years to go through it.
Gotcha.
Sounds like a job for the research nerds to come in and
Yeah,
look at
I
it.
agree.
Yeah.
Can't
I
you
can
just,
bring
like-
some of those newbies down here.
Can't you just do your finger gun thing that you just did earlier and turn it off?
That's open close, not on and off.
It doesn't work
Is
like
there a
that.
difference? Oh, okay.
I
Uh,
imagine this will have some resistance.
So yeah, Larian's going to go over and disconnect the battery that Augie connected earlier because he figures, well, that's going to probably turn it off.
Okay. So, speaking of things that were missed, Kevin, let's go back over this. There are For Larian specifically, you noticed like also around these portals, maybe you didn't see it before because your GM's stupid, or maybe the lights were too flashy.
Sure.
But you do see
Homie,
that
homie.
they're all there's some very subtle runes etched around these portals.
Ooh, runes.
And yeah, as far as pulling out the battery, man, Ogden just got lucky and picked the one that was kind of shoddily put in, but these other ones seem like they are really, really in place here, really hard to remove. So, kind of the next thing I would ask everybody to do is if you're going to do anything to try to disable these portals, everybody kind of pick like how they want to do that, and then we'll determine what happens based off of that.
I shoot him.
So, okay. Ogden's going to shoot him. Larian,
Jarek's
you're
gonna
going to remove
ask-
the battery?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Specifically the battery that Augie installed to replace the bad one. I'm assuming I could just undo it, unless what he did made it as hard to get it out as the others that you're talking about.
Yeah, no, he just kind of nestled it in place and connected like whatever existing wires were, so that one would be easy enough to remove.
Yeah, so that's the one I was going for first. So I'm just gonna pop that one out.
Okay. So you pop that one out. What are the other two people doing?
I was gonna ask what I should be doing. What do you want me to do? I'll do anything you want. Well,
So
Within
I had
reason.
examined the control panels earlier, and yeah, it was kind of like a idiot looking at super advanced technology, but it sounded like I had gotten some kind of understanding about these things.
Mhm.
Can I control the portals from here at all?
You can go up and attempt to use the controls if you'd like. I'm assuming you rely on your knowledge, your bardic knowledge, unless you have any sort of technical skills.
Certainly don't have that.
Okay.
These wouldn't be considered magic devices, would they?
They do have magical nature. So, yeah, you do see the runes around the portal. Well,
I have the skill use magic device.
okay, so to what end are you going to use magic device? Like, what are you trying to accomplish?
To help shut the portals down with the control panel.
Okay.
use
So,
magic device.
so you're going to operate at the control panel or at one of the portals?
I guess I'll try at the portal first since I'm standing next to it to see if I can directly interface with it to shut it off or permanently disable it.
Okay.
One of the things in the skill is to activate a magic device blindly is a DC 25.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Like without knowing what it is?
Yeah, it says some items are activated by special words, thoughts, or actions. So just to guess and try and make it work, it's a DC 25.
Damn.
It says if you fail by 9 or less, you can't activate it. If you fail by 10 or more, you suffer a mishap, which is determined by the GM. Basically.
Exciting.
Okay. Okay, here. Okay, so this
It might
works
be
good.
knowledge arcana, honestly.
So you can actually do use magic device.
I was wrong. Or right.
I mean, I don't know what the
We're
DC is necessarily. You said 25. But yeah, so that's specifically within this adventure as something that you can do. So if you want to try it at a DC 25.
So you would have to roll a 19 or a 20 to pass.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
There's got to be it can't be that ridiculous.
I have a +8 on my use magic device.
Yeah, mine's a +6, so.
Can I just say that while you all are figuring this out, you happen to see Batul trying to figure out how to help and remembering, she remembered very early on the door wouldn't open because of all this trash. So she went out and started grabbing all this debris outside of the little room and started pulling in planks of wood and stuff and just shoving it into the portals, thinking that's going to help somehow.
Okay. I just think that is excessively high in this case. So I'm going to lower the DC to a more reasonable level. 25 is insane. Because
The membrane.
I would say you don't DC 25 for using the portal technologically, but examining these runes that are on the portal, totally within your realm. So we're going to lower that DC if you want to use magic device.
Okay.
Sure. I got 18. Use magic device.
Okay. These runes, almost like you're almost a little confused on them, but most of them you've deciphered well enough that you know exactly like which ones to erase that won't trigger some magical trap or anything like that.
Okay.
Thus hindering the magic which is binding these batteries to the portal.
Nice.
So Larian is successful with that. What was everybody else doing again?
I'm piling debris into the opening of these portals, thinking that'll help.
Trying to think how that might help.
It's totally fair if it doesn't.
You're just trying to throw it into the portals?
Yeah, block its pathway.
Okay. Most of the portals are not actually open. Some of them are like shooting little sparks of fire, but the only one that was open was the one that Larian was dealing with, and I believe you were going to pull the battery out, correct?
Yep.
Okay. So at that point, the portal closes, the lava dissipates. Yeah, Batul, I'm sorry, but the portals aren't really actually open, so I don't
Just trying.
think that really does anything else.
It's like piling in front of it.
Yeah. That's basically what, like, I was doing earlier when I was trying to get in that one locked room. Like, this is what my character would do, even though it's perfectly useless.
Yeah. Okay. So as long as we're all happy. And what is Ogden doing again? You're shooting it, or you're activating the control panel.
I was just seeing if the control panel is something that he could figure out. If whatever Larian did loosened the hold on the batteries, he could help dismantle them since he's got a little bit of experience.
Okay. So let's see. You're gonna go over and just try to pull the batteries out again.
Yeah.
Okay. So you could target the batteries, but there's also lots of wires that you could mess with if you would rather do that. I think that you might be able to do like a knowledge engineering thing too. To just try to mess with the hardware that's on the outside of that. So kind of like however you want to attack it.
It's a 17 knowledge engineering.
No, yeah, you're not able to quite figure out engineering wise.
The fact that he knows anything that's going on down here is astounding.
Yeah. Okay, so this is where we are. Batul throwing sticks in front of portals. Larian removed the magical runes and pulled off the big battery that you got from the fire people. Ogden trying his darndest to just keep pulling these technological feats out, but just can't quite connect on this one. And Jarek, what's Jarek doing again?
I was just going to ask what I can do to help.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like, everything's like haphazardly thrown together. This thing seems like it's all tape and wires. So if there's anything that you excel at, you can attack it however you like.
One of the perks of playing a dumb character, can't do smart things.
That's a perk.
I guess. All right, little man. What you got for me? He's talking to Larian.
Oh, God. Larian looks at you and he's like, you want to help us pull these batteries off of the portals here?
Can do, boss. And he starts doing it. I pull portals out of batteries. Nope, other way around.
Okay. So yeah, you're helping pulling the batteries, and you guys are working for several minutes. And as you kind of complete these individual tasks, maybe you kind of have a moment to like sigh and like, all right. And you see like indicator lights changing, and then you hear like the sound of like an engine, and it's coming from up towards the ceiling, high up, 50 feet above.
Did we forget to look
You
up?
see
I think we forgot to look up.
You see a vent, and after a second or two, a creature comes crashing through the vent,
No.
followed by two companions. Let me go ahead and get these guys
Son
on the
of
map.
a bitch.
It's not Choker and his friends, is it?
You might need to use that pearl power you got to recast haste.
Okay, and so then landing like right in the center of the room, you see these three creatures. One of them is a large salamander.
What?
Pretty freaking cool.
Whoa.
That guy's from Starfinder. That's illegal.
Yeah.
And his two companions, there you go.
That guy's from a cartoon that I
Fiery.
watched as a kid. That guy shouldn't be in
Like
Pathfinder.
gargoyles.
Is he really? Okay, yeah, that's what lands. And he comes down, he's wearing a jetpack, so he lands pretty handily. And
Jarek's like, hey, what's up, little man?
I've seen a lot of things in my day. That's
Little
new.
man.
Double insult.
So this Mr. Cool Guy lands and he looks around the room and he's like, huh. What is going on here? What are you guys doing?
I don't know. I'm just standing here, man.
Larian approaches and he says, "Hello, stranger. We were sent down by the Pathfinder Society to disable this facility so that some friendly chokers could live here peacefully without having to worry about their habitat being damaged." And he motions over to the remains of Tigo and says, "The automaton in this facility wanted us to repair it, which probably would have been a bad thing." And he says that kind of hesitantly, like he's not sure how this guy's going to respond to what he's saying. He says, "And now we're attempting to fully disable this forge so that it can't be reactivated." And he just kind of smiles at him like, "Hope that's okay."
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Get it. But that's not gonna work because I really gotta get back home, and I'm not gonna put up with anybody meddling with my way home. And he has a control in his hand, and he hits the control, and it goes, bink. And as it does, you see these portals, the light that were around them before, they kind of turn like a deeper green. However,
Oh man, hey, he's got your thing that you did earlier. I was talking to Ogden, the hitting the button earlier.
So yeah, he hits this control, and you see these portals. You guys have been doing your work on it. A lot of these lights went out, but each portal now has just one light that was like a green before, but now it's turned to like an even deeper green as these things seem to have been activated. And he says, "Nobody's gonna keep me from getting to my home, guys." Everybody roll initiative.
Okay. Larian makes one last vain attempt. He's like, "You wouldn't mind if we shut it down after you went home?"
Oh, you see, it's gonna shut itself down.
It's gonna blow up when you go through the portal, isn't it?
That's right. And he points his gun towards you. Roll initiative.
All right.
Dang.
Don't forget to clear
Oh,
the
hot dog.
turn tracker thing. I don't know if you did that last combat.
I did, because you taught me something.
Oh my god, I rolled a natural 1. The worst time.
I mean,
There we
is
go.
it the worst time?
I mean, as long if you can. Give
What
me
if it had
some
been the
haste-
killing blow when you rolled it instead?
Can you give me some haste? That'd be cool. Oh, I didn't heal. Shit.
No, of course, none of us did.
Nope.
We thought we took
I
out
thought
the
that
boss.
Yeah, we sure did.
Well, did
We only
you
took out the mini boss.
try just
for
not
the
getting hit?
audio, for the audio only listeners, I don't know if we were really super descriptive with the things that came down from the ceiling.
Yeah, why don't you
So,
give us
like,
some description?
This is like a red serpent or salamander creature. The main guy, and he kind
You're
of
wearing
looks
like
pretty
sci-fi
cool.
glasses.
And I think he's got like a black vest on. Yeah, so he looks pretty cool. He's a cool guy. And then
He's a
I have
cool
written
guy.
down they're like fire flying goblin creatures. I have no
Yeah.
idea what the
Yeah,
other two are, but that's about what I would put for the description.
Yeah. Description.
You know what I mean? Yes.
Descriptor.
Yes, descriptorized.
Ooh, we are going to have to. Let's go ahead and stop Craig now, and restart him because he only records 6 hours at a time, and we've been going for
Okay.
5 hours and 30 minutes.
Can
Hot
we
Yeah,
have
dog.
do
like
that.
while we're getting this set up, can we have like a quick 5 minute? I need to let Bella out.
All right. Before we get into
All right.
combat, I don't know who's still in
Yeah.
the chat. Do we want to take a little 5 minute break
Sure.
before we get into
Take
combat? All right.
Yeah, quick fiver.
Take it-
Get some
Alright.
drinks.
Thank
Give
you.
us 5 minutes. We'll be back. Here's the link to Extra Life if you are feeling fancy. I'm trying to get the timer ready. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, be right back. Thanks to Sirenscape for the amazing atmospheric sounds and music. Make sure to check them out at Sirenscape.com to use them in your game. Also, thank you to our patrons. You guys help us continue to do this, and we appreciate you. If you'd like to check out our Patreon or find more info about us, go to AdventureAwaitsPod.com.